Hello, hi, my good people. I hope you are good. I'm also fine. So, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today we're going to discuss about approval addiction. Approval addiction, it's something also that you call people pleaser. And these are people who they're addicted to be approved. They're addicted to be validated. And they're addicted to receive positive comments. So they will do everything that they can do, everything at all costs, by all means, to be approved. And they're so addicted to this approval that they even sacrifice their own happiness, their own peace, because they want to be approved by others. And it is a bad thing because I've met people who they're so good to others out there. Like you meet someone and they are so good to their friends. They pay the bills, they do everything to their friends, but when you meet their spouse, you are like, I kwani the same person that I know. And when they talk about this guy or this lady, you're like, the way this person is so good. But these guys, they're just out there for approval addiction. And so the people who they will spend their salary, their hard earned money, and please everyone. And they go home and they are sinking in depression because they have a lot of debt and they don't know how to pay the debts. And people are very funny. You find that the people who you are spending on, they have money, but they don't want to use their own money. They're waiting for you to please them because for them they are good. And someone was saying that the reason why we want to please people and we want even to buy things that we don't need because we're looking for approval, because we're looking for validation, is because we don't love ourselves. If you love yourself, you'll be so comfortable. And you will know, I love myself and I'm comfortable the way I am and I'm good the way I am. So you will not go and look for things that will even give you a name or things that will make people to come to you, things that will make people to be after you, things that will make you to have many friends, because you know that I know who I am and I'm comfortable with what I have. And one thing I always tell people is that one thing you need to learn and you need to know is self awareness. Another thing that you need to learn and you need to practice is self love. If you love yourself, you tell yourself, I'm complete. The people who they are driving big machines out here, and not because that they love the cars, but because we call them like supportive documents. Like these are the things that will make ladies to be after them. These are the things that will make guys to look for them. These are the things that will want people to be around them. These are the things that will make people to associate with them. And they're not doing this because they're happy. They're doing this because they are having that approval addiction and they want people around them. And if you are struggling with low self esteem, then you'll find yourself in this place. If you're struggling with self doubt, I did a video about low self esteem. If you have not watched the video, kindly do so. If maybe you feel like you want some information about low self esteem, I also did a video about self doubt, of course, part one and part two, if I'm not wrong. So I believe you can learn one or two like things from the video. So approval addiction is so bad, and it is something that is making us to find ourselves in a very awkward positions and places. And we are like, how did I get here? Like, man, nilifika hapa lini? Nilifika hapa aje? Approval addiction is why you find that somebody will say, I've been spending money on this lady or this guy. It's because they don't love themselves and they feel like without this guy, I'm not complete. Without this lady, I'm not complete. One guy was telling me, I was asking him actually, like, why do you have like three cars? Simu, uko na simu sijui kama tatu. Why do you live in that a big house alone? And he was like, ndio nipate wanawake wa maana. I'm like, okay. So you feel like for you to get girlfriends wa maana or wanawake wa maana, you need to have all these things. And he was telling me, yeah, because when you have all these things, a woman cannot turn you down. When you have all these things, so they want to choose. When you have all these things, they give you power and you choose who to be with. na akileta pia ujinga kidogo unamdropisha. That's what he said. And for me, I was coming from a point of, you as a person, are you happy with these things? Do they give you fulfillment? Do they make you to praise God and to feel like, yes, I'm living the life I was created to live? And when you ask this person, they have nothing apart from the things that you are seeing. They don't have any investment, like they don't have like something that is bringing extra cash. All these things they have is all they have. And these are liabilities. But they have them because they feel like this is boosting my self-esteem. This is making me to be accepted. This is making me to fit in to different groups. So addiction approval is so bad. And it is bad because when people know that you're suffering from this thing, they will take advantage of you. They will manipulate you, they will gaslight you because they know you can't live without them. Because they know you will always be there to beg, you will always be there to ask for forgiveness, you will always be there to look for them. I was having a chat with someone and I was just asking this person, how do you cope? Like, okay, we discussed so many things. I'm not going into details, but because of our discussion, I wanted to know how do they sort issues with their friends. So I was like, if you have some issues with your girlfriend or your boyfriend, how do you sort these issues? And this person told me, I just go silent for 3 days. I just blue tick them on WhatsApp. I don't pick their calls, and they'll come and beg me. I was like, okay, that's for me. It's a negative mechanism. That is like being a narcissist. Like, how do you say like, if I wrong them or if they wrong me, I'll just go silent. And he was even telling me, my girlfriend, I know she loves me. So when I want money from her, I'll just go silent. And when she called me, I'll be like, me, I'm stressed. I need some money. And yeah, and the lady will send. And I was like, this is manipulation. Like, you're manipulating this lady. And he was like, yeah, I know. But it's because of her. She doesn't want to leave me. And I was like, oh my, I wish this lady will know the kind of a person she's dealing with. And I realized, or I know that this lady is suffering from addiction approval. This lady, maybe where she is, she feels like life is not lifing without this guy. But this guy is just using her. So make sure that you love yourself, that even if you don't have that big car, you are comfortable. Even if you don't have that, designer shoe that you always desire to have, you are okay. You will not go and steal, you will not go and do nasty things. Actually, I was talking to a lady and she was telling me that her friend may buy Vits. So I was like, oh, that's nice. And she was telling me, you know what she's doing? She's just like doing these things of sending nudes to people, I don't know where they have an account. And she was telling me that's the work that she does. And she was doing that so that she can buy a car. And I was like, so, like, you can go to that extent just for, approval addiction. Like, you want this thing so bad that you take a video when you are naked and doing evil things because you want money. And even nowadays, I always tell men, by the way, if you see a lady who is financially stable and sometimes it's good to investigate the source of their wealth, because huyu msee atoki kwa nyumba. Huyu mtu hakuna siku utampata kwa streets huko ati amenyeshewa ama nangoja basi ametoka job. Hakuna siku utampata like, there's nothing that you can really tell that this person is working. But they have everything. I'm not saying everyone, but some, like this lady I'm sharing about, the friend. And you see, even if you have that car, even Jesus said, it is useless. It is not worth it for a man to have the whole world and lose his soul. And losing your soul basically means that you are doing things that are not giving you the deeper happiness, the fulfillment of life. You are doing things that they are not serving your purpose. And now your soul is crying because your soul only feeds from purpose. Your soul feeds from things that you are doing that are aligning to who you are aligning to your creator, the things that are aligning to the word of God and what God expects you and me to do. Anytime you are doing something that is evil, that is against your soul, you will not have that happiness. You will not be joyful. If you are happy, it will be temporary. If you're happy, you will be showing us out here the way you are happy. But inside your house, when you're in that house alone, you are full of regrets. So addiction approval is something that is killing our young people. It's something that is making even our Gen Zs to do bad things because they want to belong, because they want to be accepted, because they want to feel like I belong here. They want to belong in this current state. They want to be in those groups where when people are discussing about mechanical issues and how their cars, even them, they have something to say. They want to be in these groups where if people are discussing about the schools that their kids are going, the international schools, even them, they want to discuss. So addiction approval is so bad. It is something that is making us even to sink into more debts and useless debts for that matter, debts that we can avoid. It's making us even to live the kind of life that we are regretting, the kind of things that we do for addiction approval. They are bad. So make sure that you love yourself, that even if you don't have any supporting document, as we call them, you are comfortable. You are good the way you are. It is not that big machine that will add more value to who you are. It is not that like buying people party after party and doing things to others and pleasing others that will make you to have value. It is what you do as a person inside, because life is a mirror and whatever you do inside reflects outside. So thank you so much for watching and God bless you. Bye bye.